Okay, instructions for methane sensor Hydro Seed CH4. That will be with the intention to use it on the field with the Zekat. So, what we have here, laptop, the cable that connects the sensor with the laptop and provides power to the sensor itself, the power supply for the sensor, the pump that will give water to the sensor, tubing, power supply for the pump, and the blue box where the sensor will be positioned during the deployment in the Zekat. So, first things first. Okay, laptop. You are going to go to the detect software. Let me see if it's not here. It should be here, if not. Detect. Now, power up the sensor. Well, connect the cable to the sensor. You won't miss it. There's only one port that you can connect the cable to. It's the 8-pin port. Power up the sensor using the power supply. Black to black, red to red. And you should hear the sensor coming up when you apply power. You will hear the internal pump of the sensor kicking in. Connect the USB cable there's a USB to serial adapter already attached on the sensor deployment cable, and connect it to a free USB port in the laptop. On the laptop. If detect should identify the port and the sensor automatically without you having to do anything else. If it fails to do so, you have to restart close detect, because you see here it's searching. You have to close it and then restart it again, or cancel search, basically, which is what we will do that now. Start detect again. You see here it's scanning for sensors. It should be able to pick it up. You can also check whether let's go quicker now. can also check on TerraTerm or PuTTY or another app. It says found. So it's COM6, which should be the same when you deploy it. So as you can see, hide detect starts automatically, and it comes up with this screen here. In order to start logging data, you either press here where it says not logging, and now if you press there, you will from red and turn to green, and it says logging active. If you press again, it will stop logging. In order to save the data, this needs to be on green, logging active. You should not be needing to do anything else. You will be able, if you maximize this window, the internal window, you should be able to see the data. Log data. Again, you can also do it from this toggle button. It says log data, and you can auto scale by 1, and you can see with auto scaling you can see that it will pick up concentrations quite the logging. You will be able to see it always picks it up. You won't be able to see it because the scale is bigger. That you shouldn't be able to do anything else. You shouldn't need to do anything else on the sensor itself. Once you provide power, it does this, detect does this automatically. You don't need to change any other settings on the software or the sensor itself. So once you have connected the sensor to the laptop and you know that the sensor is working, then you can start connecting the water. Now, one thing about the water and the pump, it's quite important that the pump should not work dry. It should always be submerged in water when you apply power to it. So the best thing to do after you have applied the power and have done the thing, you can always do this in the blue box. So first put the sensor in the box, connect the cable, and do the same thing when the sensor is in the box. Put the sensor in the box. There are some cradles in the box. You will see that. Now, one thing. This port here is where you connect the tubing, water tube. This one do it again. Okay. The other part of the tubing is connected to the pump. you will connect it there. Sorry for the video, but I'm trying to do this as efficient as possible, just on my own. Now, when the pump is submerged, then you can apply power to it. Power is that simple. You just plug in the power supply that is connected to the pump with a cable into a socket. Note that you only have a few meters of cable, 3 meters max for the pump. This one allow at least half a meter, if not more, to be dry, and make sure that this remains dry. Otherwise, you're increasing the risk of a short circuit. That's pretty much it for the pump. The most important thing is that before you apply power, that needs to be submerged in the water. You should be able to see. So this is how the sensor looks inside the cage, the box. Okay. And you will be able to see all the time. That's a better idea of Detect software. So I'm not able to zoom in, sorry again. I'll try to write some things down as well. If you decide to use it and you have any problems, you can call me as well. I should be available, and Jan should be able to help you as well. Thanks.